So I'm back 2 weeks after I planned to be back. I actually think that was 3 weeks. Yeah, it's been 3 weeks since my last video. I was planning on taking a few days off, which was when I was moving home because I had to get all my work done and it was earlier than everyone else's because I was moving home earlier from university. But then I ended up taking another 2 weeks because I had to unpack and stuff and get back into routine here. So I'm still trying to come up with how I'm going to work everything. So sorry about that. Today I'm coming at you with a speed build for an apartment for the Sims I made, well, 3 weeks ago now, not last week, of the single mum and her child. I've already filmed another video for this week, which is a 4-bedroom apartment for the roommates I was talking about thinking of making, and I still need to make those Sims, but you'll see that later in the week, and hopefully I'll be able to make a video with those Sims as a cast video later on, which I'm hoping to get up probably Saturday, because I'm trying to make my schedule Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, but I need to get myself into a routine of filming and like editing. The main issue is the voiceovers. I don't really like doing them when there's people around, so I have to find this time when like my family are at work and my boyfriend's either downstairs. So that's where he is at the moment. I forced him to go downstairs because I don't like talking while he's in the room to myself, basically, because I know he'd laugh at me even if he doesn't mean to or mean it in a mean way. But yeah, so I went with like a really bright kind of purpley, reddy, pinky, I don't know what colour that is if I'm honest, colour scheme for the toddler's room. And I really like that colour scheme. I have not used it before. I didn't even really know that bed was in that colour scheme because I'm so used to using custom content. I do actually use some custom content in both of these builds because they're builds I'll play in and I like to clutter them up, but it's only a little bit of clutter. So when I upload them to the gallery, I'm going to upload 2 versions. I know you can download the custom content ones and it will just remove it, but I thought for the sake of making it easier for people to download if they want to, I'll upload them both. One with the CC, one without, and I'll make a CC list. Speaking of which, if you go back onto any of my cast videos now, they've all got CC lists. As far as I'm aware, I've done them all. That took a while. I didn't think it'd be that hard to find custom content, and some of the stuff I've used has like disappeared since, because there's a lot of Tumblrs that have gone since Tumblr did their mass censoring, which I really disagreed with. But yeah, I don't really know why so many Tumblr blogs were hit. So many Sims Tumblr blogs were hit, but I don't know, I think it's very strange. So yeah, there's a couple of pauses in this video. I edited so many of them out, I didn't realise how many times I paused. I really need to stop getting distracted while I'm filming stuff because it just makes editing a lot more difficult because I have to go back and find every time I've stopped for like 3 minutes at a time. And bearing in mind that a lot of this footage, there's a lot of this footage and I've sped it up by like 1,500%. The pauses were really long and I have no idea what I was doing. I was probably looking at my rabbits because I have 2 rabbits in my room and they live here, and they was just running around and eating all my things. So usually it's them that's distracting me, or it might have been that I was eating or talking to my boyfriend. But I need to remember to turn off the video recording when I'm like busy and not paying attention to it, because it just makes it so much more time consuming to go back and edit. I can't just like throw it all in, I have to go back and sort it out. Yeah, so I did struggle with a floor plan for this quite a lot. I'm really bad at floor plans and I was hoping that the more I build the better I'll get at them, but I'm still really bad at them even though I've been building a lot more recently. But hopefully it will take even more time and eventually I'll get there. But I wanted to have it more closed off because I seem to do a lot of open plan things, I think, because I find them easier. But I worked on like making them a bit more closed off on this one. It is still kind of open plan on the... Is it open plan? No, it's not actually. I did completely close off the kitchen. I'm thinking of the other build. I made that a little bit more open plan. But no, I managed to close this one off quite a lot. But it's an apartment for 2 Sims, so her and her daughter, as I said. I'd added like an extra seat at the dining table because I thought maybe she'll have friends around or, you know, guests. I'm thinking of doing a let's play, to be honest, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to talk through it for that long. And also I think I'm going to have to adapt the way that I play, because I play through The Sims quite quickly. I play on normal lifespan. I quite often speed up what's happening. So I think a big part of me doing that is going to involve me having to change and adapt it so that it doesn't just last for about 3 episodes. So that's something I am considering, especially since I'll have the apartments for both sets of Sims, and both sets of Sims made hopefully soon. Yeah, so I didn't really have a consistent colour scheme in this apartment. I was just kind of adding different colours in here, there and everywhere. I was trying to think of things that would, I don't know, give some personality to it. But I struggled a little bit because I didn't have a clear idea of kind of what job path I wanted the mum to go down or anything. I was thinking maybe she could be a writer, but I'm not 100% sure. I do have a bit more of an idea of what I want for the roommates because I decorated their rooms accordingly, although I did end up having to change one, you'll see, on, what day? Thursday. So that'll be interesting. Yeah, so I think I quite like this apartment. It's a little bit small though, which isn't too bad, but I don't know, it'd be nice to play in, I think, but it might be difficult with some of the smaller rooms, like the bathroom, to actually get screenshots and footage. Well, footage would be fine because I play with the walls down, but screenshots, a bit more difficult. But yeah, a lot of my clutter just consists of adding plants everywhere. Also, I really think those herb racks are a bit too big. I went and, I think, downsized it in a little bit, but I don't understand why they're so big. They just seem really oversized. I do have to go in and I think remember to add some stuff in. I remembered a laundry basket in this one, which I did not in the next build, which again you'll see, but I will go in and add a laundry basket in before I upload it to the gallery because I've not uploaded any of them yet. And I'll go through and double check because I keep forgetting things like toilet roll holders. I think I remembered them all on both of these builds for once, but yeah, it's a really bad habit, especially since that's something that people need. Apparently, I forget they exist. I might even go in and re-edit this a little bit, take away some more of the pauses because there's still so many. I thought I'd got rid of them. I made like a little, I don't know, I wanted to make like a little cupboard in the hallway, and I had an idea to do it in the last, well, because I built the other apartment first, but I'm uploading it a second because it's the longer voiceover and I'm not used to talking to myself still. But I've actually put in this apartment because it worked better because I couldn't really work out the floor plan as well in the other one, and this one was a little bit easier than the first build floor plan wise because it's smaller, and so I put it in there because it had more of a corridor and it made a bit more sense to be in there than it did in the other one. Also, I'm not sure how I felt about these yellow walls, but I ended up keeping them because I actually think they're kind of nice, but in an ugly way. They kind of make the room quite warm, and when I was changing them, they didn't seem to look as nice. So there's not much left. I'm just going in and adding a bunch of accessories. And by accessories, I mean decorations. Some of them are CC. I'm going to link those below, but again, as I said, I'll upload the CC free one, and it's not a lot of CC if you do want them. It's mainly clutter. I didn't use any big things like furniture. I never know, I might go in and change it if I do a let's play, but I wanted to make it accessible for people if they did want to download it. So yeah, but I haven't limited my packs because I'm still trying to get used to building without CC, and I find it hard enough, quite honestly, even with packs. So I haven't limited them, and that is something maybe I'll work on later on because I know not everyone has every pack. And so, yeah, it can be a little bit annoying when you download things and there's loads of stuff missing. But yeah, most of the CC I used isn't particularly hefty. It's mainly things like pictures. I feel like there's not enough pictures in The Sims 4 especially because I like to, I don't know, there's just not really any that I particularly like that much. I do like the ones that have come with Strangerville, but I'm not a huge fan of, there's a lot of ones that are like fruit themed, and there's the ones that work like the still life kind of ones that I used in my artist apartment in the build around the boxes challenge, but work around the boxes challenge. But yeah, they're not ones that I particularly like that much. There are a couple here there. I do have one that I used in the other build that I like a lot, but mostly I use custom content ones. But yeah, build's about to finish now, so we're going to jump into some screenshots, and I'll see you on Thursday. Bye.